Hello, hello. Hopefully. Just checking. Welcome in. Somebody, maybe. I don't know. But, anyways. We are back once again. With more investigations, moving into case 2. Conveniently titled The Captive Turnabout. Which may imply some things. You never know. It may imply some things. Surely not. I sure hope not. But, well, we'll see who gets captive. I mean, actually, in the first investigations, it was Edgeworth, so hey, maybe it'll be Edgeworth again. Or maybe it'll be our assistant. Anyways, I did leave very quickly. So, for the last case, Jennifer is once again relevant. And we were left with a certain calling card. One Shelly D. Killer this time around, not a Yatagarasu card. So we have some information about what this is, but there's definitely questions left over. And what else? Yeah, I think that's kind of it, right? I do like the change. I do like the mine chests. That's a good gameplay addition. And I think there were some good twists to it, I would say. Like Rook's final his little swapperoo at the end there to get away with it. That was a good or not Rook, Knight. Anyway, we're gonna head out into the Captive Turnabout. And, well, see who gets captured. Duh. Surely not. Surely. Oh, a prison. I mean... Okay. The bell's going to be important, most likely. Flickering light? Or... Oh, well. Okay. Wait. Alright, well, we're... Huh. That's where we're going already, bro? What up, Glow? And a dog. Oh, nice. Yeah, thanks for hopping in. Just starting case 2. And, well, our, what's it called? Our previous murderer has been murdered himself. So, that's something to figure out. Still no sign of them, huh? Yeah. How long do they intend to keep us waiting? Now, Mr. Edward. I'm sure the guard will bring him in any second now. Not if he was murdered. Oh, wait. Yeah, the killing of Bastion Rook. It's been 2 days since the incident at the park, and today we're paying a visit to the detention center. That's the detention center? Oh, man. Our aim, of course, is to interview Bronco Knight, who has been charged with the murder. I'm having a good day. Got done eating. Had a Taco Bell today, but so nothing special, but it's quick and good. His trial is due to start tomorrow, and I am to be the prosecutor behind the bench. What's taking so long? You there, what's going on? This is the first time we've seen, like, more to the detention center, though, which is interesting. Not our standard guard, but hey. I don't know, sir. We've got a situation. It's night. He's been killed. What? Killed? In the detention center? Come on, Miss Redruth. What are you waiting for? Alright. Our deeper plot is starting now. Right. Guard, take us to the scene of the crime at once. Yes, sir. Oh, we run. Okay. So it didn't happen in the holding cells, but surely that was where he was being held. Okay. What's the holdup? The crime scene's this way, sir. Oh. Where are you taking us? Doesn't this door lead to... the prison proper, yes. You mean those other cells aren't part of the prison? Not exactly, no. Those are the detention center's holding cells. Okay. It was giving us a time frame then, because it was before he was moved to the holding cell. That's where defendants are kept while they're awaiting... Oh! Okay, actually. He was awaiting trial, so why was he in the proper prison then? Okay, the area beyond this door serves a rather different purpose. Also, that is a heavy-duty security door. Yeah, it's where the people who are convicted serve out their time. I suppose you could say that it's the last place a great thief should ever want to be. I've unlocked it, sir. Please follow me, sir. Okay. And... that's Knight, alright. But he's dead. Okay. Yeah, there was a lot of, there was the outside, too, where, like, quite detailed. We're gonna be probably investigating a lot of the hallways. How could this have happened? And how did he wind up inside the prison proper? It is 2 days later. That's where the dog... Maybe. Okay. This is horrible. How did Mr. Knight get himself murdered? I can hardly believe it myself, but there can be no doubt the evidence of our own eyes. And what's he doing here? I thought he was being held in the detention center, no? He was. He must have been. His trial hadn't even begun yet. The law states that until convicted, suspects are to be kept in prison cells separate from the main prison. Okay. Only those who have been found guilty are sent to the prison proper. There's no way Knight should have been in here. Potentially moved, but their blood spatter is here, so... he entered here of his own volition, or carried here before he was killed? Maybe he wandered in his way in. Oh, okay. Damn, we're getting a full layout. I'm sure that connecting corridor won't be something to think about at all. 2 entrances to the way. Okay. The detention center and the prison are separated not only by 2 heavy doors, but also a lengthy corridor. That would have been a long way to wander, especially for a detainee. Okay. Probably going to imply that he went through the office instead of the connecting corridor, but I don't know yet. I'm sure there's footage of the connecting corridor. Okay. I suppose we'd better take a closer look at Knight's body. We'll need to examine the scene of the crime carefully if we want to get to the bottom of this. Begin investigation. Alright. Let me see. I noticed immediately there's a chessboard Chess is going to be a very involved thing with this case. Probably, some kind of drug. A sleeping drug, maybe? Whatever that one is called. There's the doggo. And a whip. Not our lovely whip-wielding lady currently, but Alright. Here we go. What is it, Mr. Edgeworth? Oh, also, kind of weird, this system. It's... Oh, wait, no, it's a police system, like, up to a lower level. Choo. Oh, damn. Hey. Thanks for the watch, Street. So this is what the inside of the prison looks like. Get to know, get to know. Someone's highly motivated to learn today. You're just not on top of your game. Mr. Edward, this stuff is important. Gotta be prepared for when the time comes. Which will never come for me, I must say. Still, I won't discourage you from finding out more. I need to gather a little more information myself, and then use my powers of logic. Powers of logic indeed. Yes, sir. What do you think of my badge? That thing's pretty small. Don't lose it all the time. Oh, wait. Okay, fine. We already had this conversation. The victim. What do you know about the victim? Oh, wait. Arrested for murder on the afternoon of the 25th and killed on the morning of the 27th, sir. Talk about instant karma. Never would have thought our perp would turn into a victim himself, though. Me neither. Yes, I don't like the look at like this at all. You don't think it was that ice cream guy, do you, sir? That is the question. Possibly, but he would have left a calling card? Question mark? Knight has seen his face, right? Maybe he couldn't afford to let him live. Shelly D. Killer, you mean? No. If this were his doing, he would have surely left a calling card. Like I said. And besides, Knight isn't the only one who knows the face of Shelly. What he looks like. We do too. Oh yeah. And I guess we're still alive, so... Still, this is a high-security facility. I just don't understand how it is even possible. That is the question we're here to answer. Guess it makes sense, having the detention center and the prison in the same building. That means they can share the visitor's room. Indeed, it's an unusual design, but it's certainly convenient for anyone visiting. Yeah, but then why have two different areas in the first place, sir? For the two different classes of detainees, of course, those pre-trial and those post-trial. The two facilities may be housed in the same building in this case, but they are actually quite different. Okay. Well, all I know is that they're both cramped and dark, sir, and don't let you leave when you want. Perhaps spending a night in each would help clarify the differences between them. No, I'm good, thanks. Aw, why not? It's just a night in prison. Okay. These seem to be lists of prisoner reservations for this workshop. What are all these numbers, Mr. Edward? Prisoner numbers, I'd imagine. I'd hate to be given a number like that. I rather agree. People are meant to have names. You know, Edgeworth does have that thing about... I mean, it's true, but he doesn't even like his prosecutor badge numbers. And they refuse to tell us what they are. I'd much rather be called the Great Thief, or the Second Yatagarasu. Alright, no name for you then, I guess. Ah. Right. Anything out of the ordinary to report, officer? Yes, sir. There is this one thing. Go on. There's a body in the workshop, sir. He's right. That's definitely out of the ordinary. If anything else occurs to you, you know where to find me. I think I'm gonna realize it before him. Okay, this dog is gonna be... was in the intro cinematic. A dog-related killer, then? This part of the floor is covered with dirt. You know what that means, sir. Footprints. Too many footprints, unfortunately. We'll need a specialist to identify them. Guess we just gotta wait till forensics get here, sir. Yes, and in the meantime, if you could refrain from treading all over. Wouldn't want to slip up and get the old jacket dirty, huh? Good point, Mr. Edgeworth, thanks. My concern was for the footprints, not your jacket, detective. As I walk over the scene of the crime. Please tell me he's gonna be reminded of a certain whip-inclined lady. Time to inspect every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. Indeed, this area is too big to take it in all at once. Fortunately, I can use the arrow keys. I must scour the scene and inspect anything that catches my attention. Kay did his old voice line, or his old dialogue line. That's so good. Looks like a pulley of some kind. Maybe the prisoners used it for work. I suppose so, yes. Okay, so I know you're gonna say no, but absolutely not, Kay. You are not permitted to swing on that rope. I knew it. I should have known you were being serious. Why not? Okay. I can see that pulley system being relevant. Weird having something like this in prison. Huh. A cage inside a cage. Technically, Kay, a prison isn't made up of cages but cells. What's the difference? No offense, Mr. Edgeworth, but you've gotta look at the basic nature of things more. Yes, and the basic nature of an investigation is the pursuit of accurate facts and information. I'm not entirely wrong. I think that's all we're gonna get from the top here. There's the pulley. A whip. These tarps are rather colorful. Okay. What is true? It's a tarp, not a, like, bed linen or anything. Colorful tarps that seem out of place in a room like this. I wonder what they are used for. They kind of stand out in a room like this, don't they? They certainly don't look like they belong in a prison. Nah, that's debatable. Look, there's a whip on top of them. You know who that reminds me of, right? Hey, maybe it's actually hers. Maybe she left it here. Not a chance. She and her whip are attached at the wrist. Trust me. Yeah. There was a rope near Knight's body, too. Speaking of which, want to see my super stealthy rope escape trip? Thanks, but I'll let you know when I'm in need of saving. She seems genuinely disappointed. Is that all we're gonna get from here? Maybe? It is all we're gonna get from here. Okay, the sink. It's a sink. It doesn't seem to contain any useful clues. Nope, no whiff of treasure either. Okay. You do know we're not actually looking for treasure, right? I think that might be important, but sure. Also, what do they do here? Like, is that to hold things up? Like, What's with all the weird equipment? I'm not sure, but I don't see anything particularly suspicious here. It's almost like... Okay, it's a animal care thing. That's why. Well, hopefully animal care. I don't know how much animal care they're doing, but... Smells weird, though. Kinda musky, like wet fur. Hold up the dogs, I guess, and then, like, to groom them or whatever. I didn't know you had such a keen nose. Oh, it's nothing special, really, except when it comes to sniffing out treasure. Remind me to seal all my valuables away in airtight containers. No way, Miss Redruth. I'd never steal any of your stuff. But you would happily steal someone else's. I'm not sure that's entirely reassuring. Really? Okay. No mention of the drugs, still. Alright. Time for the body. He's covered in a tarp. And one of the well, what's it called? The rubber glove for, like, cleaning? From Bronco Knight. Killed the day before his court date. We'd better take a closer look. The body is partially covered by a dirt-stained tarp. And there's a rope on top of it, too. Was Knight tied up with the rope somehow? Could be. And we should take a look under the sheet as well. Ah! Look at all that red stuff. Yes, I'd say that's blood. A colorful design and stained with what I believe to be the victim's blood. I don't know about that. 2 blood samples. One from his neck. Probably. And then... Unless there's a fucking massive gash in his leg, too. We should keep looking around. There's bound to be more secrets to uncover, I'm sure of it. His neck brace is soaked with blood from the hole in his neck. I would assume that's the cause of death, and that it was probably instantaneous. He wouldn't have even had the chance to cry out for help. There's a small cut on his scalp, too. Was he struck with something? Oh? Maybe he fell and hit his head after he was stabbed in the throat, sir. It's possible, but it's too early to say with any certainty. Okay, you have your camera with you, correct? Can you lend it to the detective so that he can photograph the body? Sure thing. All yours, Gummy. Thanks. Alright, here we go. Badger, get. His clothes sure are a mess, though, huh? It is quite dirty. Indeed, they appear to be covered in dirt. Are we assuming this is correct? Killed instantly. The body's covered in dirt. There's also a small cut on his scalp from when he suffered a blow to the head. Okay, order of operations will be important. Guess he's like me when it comes to laundry, sir. It would be a grave error to think that anyone else could be quite like you, Detective. Aw, why you gotta put him down like that? Alright. A rubber glove. Yep, just the one, though. I should examine it in more detail. Oh. Well. Inmate use only. Yep. There's mud all over it. Maybe the prisoners were making mud pies. I wish I could have joined them. I love making mud pies. And not anywhere near my crime scene, you're not. Fresh blood, too. Only on the outside. The fingers are covered in blood on this side. I think yeah, that's what I was thinking. I think we can safely assume that this glove was dropped sometime after Knight's blood had been spilt. We can? How come? Because had it been on the floor when the pool of blood was forming, then the blood would have flown around it, but not underneath it. Oh, meaning there'd only be a band of blood around the edges of the fingers and not all over the backside. Yeah. Assuming the glove was discarded after the blood had pooled around the body. Maybe our murderer dished it after they did the deed. It's certainly a possibility. At the very least, whoever it was that dropped it must have seen the body. You there. Yes, sir. Have you seen that glove before? Yes, sir. The prisoners wear them for work, sir. It's strange, though. Prisoners issued with those gloves are under strict orders to keep them in their cells, sir. They aren't allowed to take them out without permission, and we always check. Ah. I suppose that would explain why there aren't any other gloves in the workshop. Uh-huh. Okay. There's something on his finger. Let's take a closer look, Mr. Edgeworth. A ring? Or a bowl? It's a ring, and an expensive looking one at that. Don't even think about it, Kay. What? I didn't say anything. That's it? Oh, okay. I don't know if that's it. Huh? Is that? Oh, I've seen one of these in your office, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm sure you have, Detective. It's a pocket chess set. The victims, I'd imagine. Makes sense. He loved chess after all. Yeah, it would have been a good way to pass the time. With the pieces stored inside, it appears to belong to the victim. Oh. Well, oh, wait, yes. I think... Come on, hurry up and open the clasp! This is a murder investigation. You sound like a child on Christmas morning. Oh, please, even your heart must skip a beat when you're about to open a mystery box. And not all of us think like you, Kay. Thankfully. Oh. Seemingly normal. Seemingly normal. All the pieces are there. These are chess pieces, right? I've seen the ones you have in your office. So how come these are black and white? Most chess pieces are. The ones in my office are custom made. Yep, have to put Phoenix Wright in his place. As in, they're unique and probably valuable. I like the sound of that. She's got that glint in her eye. She'd better not be planning a robbery. Ah. Nothing else. Oh, maybe? Under? I don't know. Seemingly normal. Is all we can say, though, about that. Time to logic, though. The bloody tarp and the pile of tarps is indeed not a hard connection to make, though. These tarps have a pretty distinct design. In fact, it's the same design as the bloody tarp around Mr. Knight's body. Yes, you took the words right out of my mouth. That was probably Kay talking. My bad. That'll teach you to be so careless, Mr. Edgeworth. You need to keep your treasures close when there's a great thief around. I thought you were on a sabbatical. Huh. Ooh, there's a workshop A and something else? Okay. That means there might be another workshop we need to look at too. Alright. Not a bad bit of evidence gathering. Ha! Nothing can stop us when we're on the hunt together, right, Gummy? You betcha. We're unstoppable. A regular Three Musketeers. Let's not get carried away, Detective. there's one thing we still haven't found. Huh? What do you mean, sir? The murder weapon. What's missing from this crime scene? The murder weapon. And if you're paying attention, the other two were, like, stated pretty clearly. I see no sign of a murder weapon anywhere. You're right. I didn't even think of that. Come now, detective. These are basic investigative principles we're talking about here. Yeah, I guess. Sorry, sir. Why you gotta put him down like that? Don't worry, Gummy. It hadn't crossed my mind either. In fact, that hardly puts my mind at ease, Kay. Items that could prove even potentially lethal are strictly controlled within a prison. After all, we wouldn't want the inmates getting their hands on them, would we? Are we gonna do some prison dealings, some shivs, and the toilet paper currencies? Maybe. Which means acquiring a murder weapon would be hard enough, let alone leaving the scene with one. Oh yeah, nice thinking, Mr. Edgeworth. What was the murder weapon, and where has it gone? The answer to these questions may be the keys to figuring out what happened here. Huh? Didn't you know you guys had a whole entourage? Oh, new character? Ah. I was about to say Jazzy, because the hat. It's more, what's it called, though? Electric Jazz? I don't know. Whatever it's called. Excuse-moi. But this is the scene of the crime, right? You're... Oh, wait a sec. Are you? No way. Those piercing eyes. That furrowed brow. Mr. Fender, my pleasure. It has been far too long. It certainly has, considering we've never met him. I know, right? But even after all this time, I know that deep bow anyway. And the neckwear obs. What can I do? Manfred von Karma. The man, the legend. Gotta say, I didn't expect to see you here. What are you talking about, pal? This is Mr. Edgeworth, not that old geezer. Detective, please. Edgeworth? Oh, wow! Guess that explains the fresh face, huh? Can't blame a guy for mixing you two up, though. You're the spitting image of the old devil in his day. Huh? I see, you haven't changed. How many years has it been? Man, good question. Who's counting, eh? I've been away traveling so long I lost track. You know how it is. But you know what I do remember? You betrayed everything you were supposed to stand for. Is that because of the faked evidence, or when did we last meet? Whoa, where did that come from? And who are you anyway? This is Eddie Fender. He's a defense attorney. Ah. Not many defense attorneys. Enchante, as they say. Fender's the name, and defending's the game. I'm a bit of an ace attorney. I mean, I guess we're not an attorney. Why did they call this game Ace Attorney? We're fucking It's a what's it called? Side game. I'm a bit of an ace attorney. Detective Dick Gumshoe, sir. And I'm Kay Faraday, great thief. I'm on a sabbatical at the moment, though. Great thief. Wow, that's so romantic. Très chic, if you will. Right? It's nice to finally meet someone who gets it. I'm looking to expand the franchise, actually. I even made signing up super simple. Sounds awesome. I'd love to come hang with you guys, if you'll have me. Sorry, I should have also mentioned that it's girls only. And they have to be super fun and super cool, and... Hey, I totally get it. No hard feelings, yeah? Come on, bring it in. You've got to be kidding. My bad, my bad. I'm just so used to how they do things elsewhere, you know? Ahem. Damn, what is this? Alright. Why'd it go hard there for a second? And why are you here, Mr. Pender? Whoops. Almost forgot this is your seat. Keeping the defense out is strategy number 1 in the Von Karma playbook, after all, isn't it? What can I do, man? Hey! Quit it with all the Von Karma stuff, pal. What gives?
Hold it!
Detective, calm yourself. His attitude is, unfortunately, understandable. It is, sir. I take it you are Mr. Knight's attorney. Guilty as charged, Your Honor. Oh, well, I was supposed to be anyway. So he was planning to represent Knight if his client hadn't been murdered. He and I would have faced off against each other in court. I'd better see what he has to say for himself. Oh, Eddie Bender, or Fender. Where's your badge? Huh? For me? Hey, oh, you shouldn't have. That's a good animation. I always want to rock one of these upon my label. Thanks, you're a star. I never said I was giving it to you. I'm just yanking your chain, man. I've already got a badge of my own. See? He does have it! Oh, it's back. That's a true defense attorney. You don't wear your attorney's badge. Once in a blue moon, man. It goes nicely with my winter coat as it happens. Guys gotta dress to impress, know what I mean? Impress who exactly? That is true. Impress who? Your current case. So the victim asked you to represent him. Sure did. We were supposed to have a little chat today. That could be potentially suspicious, because he was a murderer. And, well... I don't know if that's anything yet, though. As was I. But a guard showed up instead and told us that his body had been found. What can you do, man? Haven't we seen this before? I'm as bummed about it as you, man. He even brought him some weenies to cheer him up. I think that's from Maggie's food. I think? Maybe? I don't know. I don't remember. I think we've seen that before, though. Mr. Fender, you know you can't bring food into the prison. Oh, yeah. Well, it's here now. Want some? A little vice I picked up on my travels. So Moorish. No, thank you. Fine, you do you. What are you doing here anyhow? Don't tell me you wanted to hear Knight's side. Von Karma was always more of a convict the defendant at all cost guy. He didn't teach you that. That was a long time ago. If you say so, sure. You don't want any weenies? He's gonna be stuck on our my past once again. And Von Karma. I'm a changed man. So maybe, I don't know. He could go either way. He could be like the truly rightful or righteous, I guess. And once he sees Ed versus the change, he's like on our side, or it could be a twist, you know. Could be. No, thank you. The victim. Have you met with your client previously? Yes, indeed, Your Honor. Just yesterday, in fact. The Bronxster called me the minute he was arrested. Okay, that is potentially suspicious. Sounded really freaked out, man. Oh, yeah. mentioned your little performance too. According to him, you really made a nuisance of yourself. And not a kind word was spoken, I'm sure. Well, sticks and stones and all of that. This is true. This is the first time where we investigated, but and like, then it just does the court case behind the scene for this game. But this is the first time where, the court case hasn't happened. And well, here we are. Boy, did he not like you. Trash talk to you, something fierce. Can't say I didn't join in the fun, though. Fun? How dare you, Mr. Fender? Lighten up, kid. I'm kind of a fixture in the visitor's room here. And I don't think I ever had that much of a gas. Oh, so you come here a lot? Hey. And don't get the wrong idea, little sis. I'm never on the wrong side of the bars. Just happen to know someone who is. The visitor's room is usually where I'm at, but this isn't exactly my first time in the clink, either. Okay. In which case, I'd better ask him what he knows about this room. He was in prison is a weird tidbit. I mean, relevant in right now for knowledge, but relevant later? Tell me, what do you know about the scene of the crime? Huh? Oh, this room? Non, dude. What do you know about it? I'll give you 3 choices. Recreation room. It is. Is it a recreation room? Oh, whoa. Well, it wasn't. I guess there's plenty here you could play with if you use your imagination. Probs. And now let's see the answer he has to say. Oh no, you got it wrong. This is actually a workshop. You didn't offer me that choice, you bastards. That's why I went recreation room, because I was like, maybe for the dogs. But so all the option he gave me were wrong. How infantile. Okay. The wrong option. I'm sure that won't come up again. The wrong option from Fender. The pawns come here to perform various duties. They can learn new skills, too. Bank some qualifications for when they're back on the street. I see. And how is access to this room controlled? Who has the key? Chill out, Ezra. I don't have all the answers. My man over there probably does, though. Right, compadre? Yes, sir. The workshops aren't locked with physical keys. Their doors are fitted with sensors instead, sir. What kind of sensors? Inmates are issued with special bracelets, sir. Okay. I can see potential for a way around this. Special bracelets. Okay. When they walk through a workshop door, the sensor checks their bracelet. And if they're not supposed to be there, ding-a-ling-a-ling, an alarm sounds. If they let it ring for too long, then zzz, they get a real shock, if you know what I mean, sir. And if they try to break or remove the lock, zzz, a shock 3 times worse than that. What? That's brutal! I guess they need to ensure that the inmates follow the rules, but that sounds a bit excessive. It is a bit excessive, but it's also you're a prisoner, and, you know, having only a bracelet on is kinda, I don't know, not the worst way to be tracked. If they wish to pass through a door like this one, prisoners need to be accompanied by a guard. We disable the sensor for them and let them in. You get all that? Accompanied by a, quote, guard, quote, end quote. Accompanied by someone, though. Or have a way to disable it. Have any prisoners use this workshop today? No, sir. No one's been in here for days. I'd know if they had. No one in here for days either. Okay. So no prisoners had entered, let alone use this workshop today. Whoa. Fitted each workshop store, they detect and react to the prisoner's bracelets by raising the alarm. Which means he doesn't have a bracelet on. Unless that's his bracelet. And namely, there's something here that shouldn't be. I'll take another quick look at the crime scene and employ my powers of deduction to solve the mystery. Ba-dum-bum. React to prisoners' bracelets by raising the alarm. It could be no bracelet or something here that shouldn't be. I don't know about the ring, but Eureka! Oh. This piece of evidence clearly shows there's a Where am I looking at? Exactly, Mr. Well, I'm around here somewhere. Fine. There's something present at this crime scene that shouldn't be here. That shouldn't be here? The glove? They detect and react to the prisoner's bracelets by raising the alarm. This is what... It might be the glove. I can try the glove. Oh, wait. The chest set too. Prisoners aren't able to come and go from this workshop as they please. The door sensor would detect their bracelets, and the alarm would sound, yes. What's more, according to the guard, no prisoners were authorized to be in this room at all today. And yet, here we have a rubber glove of the kind issued to inmates. This is a clear contradiction. Somebody was here, is what he was getting at. So where did the glove come from, sir? I don't know, Detective. Not yet, anyway. All I know for now is that the glove is a valuable piece of evidence. Okay. Yeah, you had to think about that already, actually. Okay. You, apart from prisoners and guards, who else had access to this room? No one, sir. This is a prison after all. Prisoners and guards are pretty much all there is. Mr. Fender? Come on, don't play us like that, friend. We both know that's not true. You know as well as I do that prisoners and guards aren't the only ones who can come in here. Huh? Oh, do you mean? But sir, they're... Talking about the dogs. Mr. Fender, would you care to get to the point? Who exactly are you talking about? Oh, what? You don't have a pair of peepers in that hard head of yours? You didn't see them on the way in, wandering about in the corridors, chilling with their buds? I bet if you moseyed on out of that door right now, you trip over one of them before you'd taken a step. Listen, pal, we've had just about enough of your baloney. Take a chill pill, big guy. I'm on your side. You know, you're such a wide fella. You have a very narrow mind. What did you...
Hold it!
Detective. Sorry, sir. Look, just follow me, okay? Seeing is believing. Isn't that what they say? Uh-huh. I don't need to see... Also, very, museum, almost? It's very fashionable prison cells you got here. Or prison room. And mainly this. Like, I don't know. Just rock. Who has a pile of rocks? The fucking... It's like almost like a museum. Um, this is no ordinary slammer. Here, the humans share their space with some special friends. Oh, it's a pony and a rabbit, and I think it's a guinea pig, right? And a cat and a monkey. All right, dude. Okay, huh? Wait, no, he's like a boxing dude. Maybe he has boxing shoe. He is like a boxer, huh? Was thinking about some of the inmates we've... There was what? I think he died though. No, he killed him. Yeah, well. Okay, that was the only prisoner, I think. Here, humans share space with some special friends. Animals. Yup. Bird and feather fellas of all shapes and sizes. Guard filled me in on how it came about. Seems they decided to try a little experiment with animal therapy a few years back. The cons are assigned a critter each, a buddy to help keep their spirits up. Really? Wow! That sounds like so much fun. Plus, inmates can even earn pet care qualifications if they go through some job training with the animals. Oh, that must be what all that equipment in the workshop is for. Yep. You got it. A room set up specially for that training stuff. So, when you said somebody else could have been at the scene of the crime. Exactamundo, big guy. I was talking about these guys. That just means you're still talking baloney. What would an animal do with a rubber glove? Oh, good question. Dude, I love his little clap. Ba 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 ba. Good question. All I'm saying is that it was possible, man. The rest is Mr. Prosecutor's problem. Mr. Edgeworth, sir, if you want me to arrest this piece of baloney, just say the word. Let me get this straight. Are you saying these animals can wander freely around the prison? You know those sensors at the doors? They detect the prisoner's bracelets, man, and sound the alarm when someone goes walkabout. Well, for our furry friends, it's the other way around. They're fitted with microchips that open doors right up. Okay, that has to be a security risk. They are. Uh-huh. And they're planted just under the skin around the shoulders. Big needle, quick jab, and voila. What? Doesn't it hurt? Nope. They don't feel a thing. That's what they tell me, anyway. Now, where was I? Alright. So the point is, they're not the baddies here. There's no reason to punish them. Unintentional. They might have been an unintentional accomplice, though. It's ironic, really. Here in this institution where the humans are caged, the animals are free to roam to their heart's content. It is kind of ironic. They open the doors if an animal is detected, but raise the alarm if an inmate's bracelet is detected. Prisoners are not allowed to move about freely. Okay. They're not completely free, though. They can't leave the prison proper, for one thing. No sensor on that bigger mother of a door out, you see? Ah, you know way too much. That's the bell we heard. It's gonna be on one of the animals. What's that tinkling sound? Why is it scary? Trying to be creepy. Sir? The dog. Man, alright. Oh. Just look at that thing. And is that a bell around its neck? Uh-huh. Why a bell around? Oh, is he blind? A service dog for a blind man, maybe? That's like the kind of harness you'd have for... I don't know. That explains the sound, I suppose. Oh. Okay. Oh, man. Uh-huh. Mr. Edgeworth, were you seriously trying to stare it down? That's what he was? I refuse to lose to a dog. Not for nothing, sir. But your dog handling skills could use some work. Leave it to a pro. I know how to treat them right. Come on now. Come to Gummy. He's gonna get... Oh, he got ignored? Aww. Why not go to Gummy? Aww. Oh, man. Ignored by a dog, too. That dog was certainly very different to the other animals. And it seemed to have a real thing against me, and only me. Suspicious, Edgeworth. What's wrong? Alright then. You met the menagerie. What's next? Guess we better interview some witnesses, right, sir? Indeed. We need more information regarding what was happening around the time the body was found. Then let's start with that guy. Hey, you in that cell? The boxer? Ignored again, sir. Hello. We were wondering if you might be able to tell us anything about this morning's incident. I saw nothing. Oh. Is anyone else a little afraid of this guy? Not a big talker, huh? It's alright, man. I'm on your side here. Let's start with the handshake, huh? Maybe a hug to break the ice? He's trying to give this easygoing a vibe. Seconds out. I don't know. What's that supposed to mean? Hey, I get it, man. Not everyone's the hugging type. I'm cool with that. The hugging type. He's the hugging type, though. Interesting. The sloth. Round 1. 10 reps each. Dude. Oh, man. That's some animation. I mean... I mean, it's just a couple different... what's it called? Poses, but... still nice. What is this man up to? He has boxer shoes. That's how I knew. I'd better see what he has to say for himself. Your name. From the blue corner, it's Rocco D259. Carcerato. Carcerato? Rocco Carcerato. Carcerato. Maybe? I don't know. Don't mind if I keep moving, do you, pal? Do you, boss? Fighter can't let his heart rate drop, see? Man. Oh, this little sloth, dude. That's adorable, actually. It doesn't look like there's any danger of that. Don't you worry, you'll lose too much weight doing all of that. Gotta make weight before a fight, boss. Won't ever even make it into the ring if you don't. So you're... Wait, I get it. Gotta be a boxer, right? Was, back in the day. But it's good to stay fine and fit. These ways, that's how I see it. Ah. So, is the bear a part of your training too? Looks kind of like an apron. It's so cute. This one is adorable. Ain't nothing cute about Teddy. Kid's my partner, see? This here polar bear keeps me on my toes. It's a polar bear? Shit. How'd you get a polar bear? And also... I mean, it is a kid polar bear, so I can see it. He seems to have loosened up a little. Now's my chance. Where were you and Teddy at the time of the incident? Come on, boss. I ain't no Sully. And I don't know nothing no-how. I'll be the judge of that. Please answer the question. Oh, they're both tired. Oh, the polar bear's so cute. You punch drunk or something, boss? I told you. I don't know zip. So he won't play ball. Yeah, he's a boxer. I guess there's only one thing to do, huh, Mr. Edward? Indeed. The more he protests his ignorance, the more certain I am that he's hiding something. Alright, let's see exactly what you do and don't know, shall we, Mr. Carcerito? With a mind game of chess. Now, let us analyze the state of play. This is like kind of silly, but I also kind of love it. It's such a cool game. He adopts a boxing stance when he's on high alert. Ah, see? Having the animations be a part of it is why it's like fun. My guess is that things won't go well if I push too hard at such moments. When my opponent is on the offensive, I should remain calm and bide my time. He's bound to reveal an opening eventually, which is when I'll pounce. First, let's see if our friend here knows anything about the incident. I'll start by asking about his movements, and bring this fight to an end before he knows what hit him. My chess, immense! Tell me about your day so far. You will answer me, Mr. Carcerito? What? You want a shot at the champ, is that it? And then put him up, pal. Bide my time. Thrown in the towel already. That's gotta be the record. Fisticuffs is hardly my style, but I'm more than happy to take you on in a game of chess. Incidentally, don't you get tired ducking and diving like that all the time? You think I don't got the stamina, kid? Oh, just you try. I ain't tired, not today, not ever. Especially not today. Took it real easy this morning. Had me some quiet cell time, hardly broke a sweat. Really? You look pretty sweaty to me. Give me a break, will ya? I'm done talking, okay? I'm tired. Yeah, real tired. I thought you took it easy. You may have kept your boxing skills sharp, Mr. Carcerito, but I'm afraid your lying needs quite a bit of work. Tired? Really? I hardly think that's possible. Especially not after you just told me about your quiet cell time this morning. I mean, sarcasm, but also... yeah. Also, his name is interesting. I feel like it's a reference, as usual. But I don't know what the reference is, so... it's almost like a musical thing, I think, though. I don't know. I'm not going to look it up, though. Oof. We gotta be careful here, Teddy. When this guy lands, he lands. He's hiding something, I'm sure of it. But he's going serious. I should try asking about what was happening at the time of the incident, both in and outside his cell. I won't need to use my fists in this next round. No, I'll deliver this knockout using carefully chosen words alone. What were you doing? You remember what you were doing at the time of the incident? I was, catching some Z's. We both was. The incident happened only a short while ago. You seem wide awake, all things considered. Huh? Nervous? He's lying. But he put up his guard. Okay, he was lying about that. Fighter's gotta be able to get up quick when he's down. He needs to... but he needs his beauty sleep too. Builds muscle. Is that so? Then I apologize for waking. I have read that rest is an important part of a boxer's training regimen. You don't say. So, Mr. Prosecutor savvy when it comes to a fighting game, huh? Who knew? How do you know my profession? How do you know I'm a prosecutor? I don't remember telling you. You've been eavesdropping, haven't you? You've been listening to every word we said out here in the corridor. Which means you weren't asleep. And that you are lying again. Ha! You're good, kid. Caught me clean with that one. Alright, I admit it. I wasn't catching no Z's. But what? That guy can't work out in a cell no more without lawyers getting involved? Oh, is a man taking care of himself a crime now? The fact that we now know he was awake is an important development. It could well prove to be a useful clue. Uh-huh. Did you notice anything strange around the time of the incident? What is it you mean strange? Don't play dumb. Answer the question. Tell me what was going on around that time. I wish I could help you, boss. But I was asleep. We both was. Time to deploy my clue. You were exercising. Enough of your bare-faced lies. You have to say it like that, Ezra. God damn it. You weren't asleep. You were exercising. You told me as much yourself. Bang, bang. Poof! A counterpunch, huh? Should have seen that one coming. It seems I have you on the ropes, Mr. Carcerero. It's time to come clean about what you know. Alright, alright. You don't gotta shout about it. Stomping around like you own the place? Teddy and his pals have been scared out of enough this morning already. Already, you say? You've done well to endure this long, but I fear you'll soon be out of for the count. I thought I was saying court. You say the animals have been scared enough already, which implies something happened here earlier. Well, what was it, Mr. Carcerero? Bam! Oh, gosh. A fucking punch to the chin. Ah, quit it, will ya? I'm getting shellacked here. Fine. Somebody yelled, okay? Real loud, real scared. And got all the little guys scared too. Yeah, laugh it up, Mr. Big Shot Lawyer. Let me see you do the same thing in the ring. Checkmate. We ain't playing a fighting game. Mind chess, checkmate. I think we've now established that you know more than you're letting on, don't you? Huh? Fine. I'll talk. You did it, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's not get carried away, Kay. Our work here has only just begun. Oh. Hey, can we call a timeout here for a sec, guys? There's something super big I need to say. It's just, well, it's like fate brought us here today after all these years, Edgeworth. And it's a real privilege watching you work. Eye-opening stuff, in fact. I just thought you should know I'd be telling you-know-who what you've become. You-know-who, huh? This is a new character, so he could be referring to anybody. Edgeworth knows, probably. Edgeworth knows. Who know who? Keen to get the lowdown, huh? Whoa.
Hold it!
That's enough. This has nothing to do with Kay. Oh, whoa. Don't have a cow, man. Why so sensitive? Report whatever you wish to whoever you wish. Just do it on somebody else's time. Whatever you say, boss man. But I think he should know at least. It's a he. There's too many possibilities. I think it could also be a new character we don't know. Because somebody related to him, but he's a new character, so it could be just a new character too. You know, how you've been living your life since you signed on to doing things the Von Karma way. He's from like way early in the past, though. Before he joined Von Karma. After all, you've disappointed him enough for one lifetime already, am I right? What's he talking about, Mr. Edgeworth? Nothing that needs concern you, Kay. Or our focus should be on Mr. Carcerito. It might be time to take down the defense attorney, the evil defense attorney. I don't know about Fender's not giving a good impression. The guy behind him, though, this might be a criminal. And now, shall we continue? It's time to hear the truth at last. You won't land a glove on me, kid. The incident. There was a show, finished right around 10 a.m. Came here after. Did me some training. At least ways I tried to. Barely got to the count of 2 before somebody screamed, "What the? Ah!" That guy was hollering and howling, crying for help. But what can I do? I'm locked up in here, right? So I tunes it out, and I gets back to work. I find it curious that you would pay so little heed to a desperate cry for help. Like I say, boss, what can I do? He is a prisoner. Besides, this is the joint. And don't nobody thank nobody for getting involved in what ain't none of their concern. I hear you, brother. Best you could do is rub a neck. From in there anyway, am I right? You mentioned training, Mr. Carcerito. I can't help but notice how well equipped your cell is. There's a guy. The fixer, they call him. What's a fixer? A fella who can get his hands on just about anything you need, for a price. No way. Think you can find? No way. Think he can find me a... Perhaps, Mr. Carcerito, what you ought to ask for is a beginner's guide to giving a better testimony. Because I can promise you that you'll be down for the count in 1. You put me down. Try it, you bum. And what am I, chopped liver? The incident. Let me save, so I don't have to do mind chess again, as fun as it is. Mysterious resident. There was a show, finished right around 10 a.m.
Hold it!
Show for what? What kind of show was it exactly? Depends on the day. They bring them in from outside, see? Singers, dancers, all kinds. Gives us cons a little something to look forward to. Nice! That sounds like fun. And you went along to see today's show. Sure I did. You can't miss a chance to get a glimpse on the outside world, now can I? And then it was over. Uh-huh. Came back here after, did me some training. What did this training involve? Let's see now. Today was stamina and rhythm one, which means jump rope. What? In that tiny cell? How? And what about Teddy? Isn't that dangerous for him? Kid's no dummy. Second I get my rope out, he jumps up and holds me on tight. Aw, that's adorable. You jump rope with a polar bear clinging to your chest. I told you, didn't I? Well, we're partners. And besides, a little extra weight's good for me. Anyway, I started jumping rope. At least the ways I tried to.
Hold it!
Barely could get to the count of 2. Tell us more about the scream you heard. It was the scream of a guy about to scream his last. And I should know. Oh, whoa there, good buddy. There's a time and a place, you know. So it was clearly audible. A guy backed into a corner, fighting for his life. You ever hear something like that, boss? Oh, well, I have. And yeah, it was clearly audible. Huh. Hollering and howling, crying for help.
Hold it!
And that's all you heard. There was nothing else. Nope, nothing much anyhow. So there was something. What else did the victim say? You have to tell me. Oh, I do, huh? Why don't you come on over here and see if I can make you squeal like he did? Whoa, 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 whoa! Forgive the kid here. He doesn't know when to quit, you know? Come on, Miles, apologize to the good man. But this is clearly important, and yet he insists on remaining infuriatingly vague. Oh, look, friend. How about you let this slide, please, for me? So yeah, I heard the voice like I said. What can I do? I'm locked up in here, right? So I tuned it out. You were able to concentrate on your training, even after hearing all of that screaming. Look, if it was on the outside, maybe things would have been different. And maybe I'd have seen what I could do. But this ain't the outside. I can't go no place even if I want to. And you didn't think to slip out from your cell to go sneak a peek. I don't think anyone else would have thought of doing that except you, Kay. If only this wasn't a prison, Mr. Knight would have lived. I somehow doubt it. Frankly speaking, there was no saving. What? But if somebody could have just gone to him in time. Mr. Carceredo is clearly lying. But I don't understand his why. Let's see what I can uncover by pointing out the contradictions. Testimony. It does have the bracelet on, by the way. Somebody screamed. I think it's the audible. Crying for help. Tunes it out. Somebody screamed. Well, the guy that died was killed instantly by a stab wound to the throat. He didn't scream. Our dead body did not scream. What do you have to say about that? No. Are you listening carefully, Mr. Carcereto? Huh? You trying to be cute or something? The victim died from a wound to the throat, and very quickly at that. He had neither the time nor the ability to scream as you claim he did. Bam! Another face shot. You say you heard the victim's cries, and yet that would have been impossible. But there must have been a scream. He said there was. He said there was. Quit looking so smug, will ya? Fine, I admit it. I didn't hear nothing, alright. The guy in the next cell did. He told me so. The next cell. That Polly, bro. You mean? Huh? What do you want? I heard a scream. What of it? We came back from the show and they put us in our cells, same as always. Then, just like I told this guy, I heard it. A scream. A real scary one. Scary? How exactly? I didn't tell him this part, I guess, but it was kind of like... Someone. Anyone. Come quickly. He's... something like that. Well... I guess it's safe to say that probably wasn't the victim. Indeed, it sounds more likely to have been the person who found his body. That explains it. So Mr. Carcerito was telling the truth, more or less. Is that really the case, though? Is there really no problems now? There is a problem. I'm afraid a new problem has reared its head, namely, why didn't you hear the scream yourself, Mr. Carcerito? Yeah, what gives, pal? How come you didn't hear anything when your neighbor heard it clear as day? Huh? What do you think I did the crime? Or something, huh? From inside of this here cell? That guy died over in the workshop, in case you forgot. Bam! Take that uppercut. 1-2 uppercut. Oh, well, yeah, it does seem a little weird, now that you mention it. He's right. Neither of us could have done it. Because, let me tell you, if I could get out of here, this here cage and murder somebody, you'd all be toast. Also, rocks inside the cells is actually, now that I'm looking at it, that's insane. None of them have beds either. Ain't that the truth? You bums ain't leaving this place in one piece if any of us can help it. I almost forgot that these men are hardened criminals. Well, I won't be doing that anytime soon. I'm guessing this wasn't how you saw this going, Edgeworth. What's my next move here? I won't get much more out of them in this state.
Overruled.
That was a woman's voice. A woman we haven't met. Who's there? Whoa. Whoa. Oh. Ooh, she's pretty. That's a nice hairstyle. Electrical hairstyle. A judge? Ooh. Wait, this is our first female judge. Maybe? Also has a lightning bolt hairstyle, which might be, what was it? Damon Gant? Okay. Order in the courts. Who died and made you the boss of me, huh? Can't you see we're kind of busy here? Shh. Hush now. Silence is golden. Okay. It is. Your hand, if you please. By the power vested in me, I hereby sentence you to blissful silence. Praise be. A simple life awaits you. No money, no possessions. May the goddess of justice watch over you, now and always. She's gonna be... Guard, if you would.
Looks like you'll be spending the night in solitary, buddy.
What?
Come on, boss. Please, boss, any place but there.
There is no need to be afraid, my child. If anything, you should rejoice. This is a blessing, a chance to redeem yourself, to be reborn. Ah.
Damn! No! Oh, not the polar bear, too. That was adorable, though. He was hopping after him. Aw. Okay. I mean, her music... Game & Gant also had organ music. Parallels can be drawn. All I'm gonna say. She does give a very saintly church vibe.
For a judge, oh goddess of justice, bless your child and keep him in your care. O Holy One, we give thanks in your name.
Goddess of justice, though?
And you are? Verity Gavel, at your service.
Verity Gavel. That's a name. Gavel.
Verity Gavel. I'm gonna Gavel. At your service. It is my honor to bear the title of judge and to work at the pleasure of the law.
And what is a judge doing in a place like this?
Since you ask, Mr. Edgeworth, I have been sent here to find you. I come bearing a message.
We also did not tell her our name.
I come bearing a message from the Committee of Prosecutorial Excellence.
Huh?
And it is my sacred duty to deliver it.
The Committee of Prosecutorial Excellence? What the heck is that?
It is first and foremost a name that should not be taken in vain, my child. For it is a sacred phrase from the goddess of justice herself.
Oh, why don't I fill you in, kiddo? He knows. There's that court in the opening, or the title screen. Which was what I was immediately coming to, because the lady...
The committee is a panel of 11 people whose job is to keep our beloved prosecutors honest.
Interesting. Also, Fender knows this for some reason.
In other words, they make sure people like Edgeworth here don't cross the professional line, you know?
The panel is comprised of people from both the legal and political professions. Okay, legal makes sense. Political? I don't know about that.
A panel of which you are a member, I assume. I am. Allow me to thank you on the committee's behalf for your service.
Thanks for coming to see us like this. Speaking for myself, it's a real honor to meet.
It's always great to hang with the judicial compadre. Come on, bring it in and chillax. We're all friends here. Need I remind you that the committee has a long-standing relationship with the Bar Association?
Hey, I didn't mean anything by it.
I was just trying to lighten the mood, okay?
So, your job is to find bad prosecutors and punish them.
Precisely, my child. Praise be to the Goddess of Justice for bestowing her gift of insight onto you. The committee has the power to remove problematic prosecutors from cases. And should a prosecutor truly unworthy of the title be brought to our attention, we are vested with the power to confiscate that prosecutor's badge.
Not the badge. The badge is going to come into play. And what does the Committee for Prosecutory, whatever you said, want with Mr. Edgeworth?
Huh, pal?
We're in the middle of an investigation here.
Objection!
That was him.
Pitiful.
You really don't know, do you? What an ignoramus. Aha. He's the stuck-up, quote-unquote, noble type. And who are you, pal? A winner. Eustace Winner, prosecutor extraordinaire. Though, you might know me as the Winner, a name that they call me down at the prosecutor's office. Why has he got this song, bro? It's like it's a little goofy. I don't know. It's almost circus vibey. With great affection, I might add. I have never heard of you. And how about Detective Flatfoot over there? Nope. My name means nothing to me. Well, it's to be expected of an ignoramus, I suppose. Ignorance is as sweet as they say, so I'm sure most things mean sweet nothings to you. Ignorance is bliss, Winner. And I don't think sweet nothings mean Winner. And I don't think sweet nothings mean what you think it means. It is entirely natural that you aren't yet acquainted. Eustace only joined us just last month. A prosecutor on the board committee. So, he's nothing but a rookie. I'm not just any rookie. I am a winning rookie. Which he will prove himself to be in due time. Could be a mother-daughter or mother-son angle. He's definitely a He's not cool. He's wearing his badge. He's not cool. And now, let's cut to the chase, shall we? I'm here to clean up your mess, Edgeworth. What do you mean? What mess? I fear you know exactly what it means. The committee sending an envoy with a new prosecutor in tow. I suspect I know what you're getting at, Winner. But I'm going to need a few more details. Would you mind explaining, Judge Gavel? Very well. By the power vested in me by the Goddess of Justice, I hereby declare that in the matter of the incident at the presidential address and the murder of Mr. Bronco Knight, the committee hereby decrees that Prosecutor Edgeworth be relieved of his duties and replaced by Prosecutor Winner. Here ends the verdict. What? Mr. Edgeworth is off the case. Just like that. Judge Gavel, I believe I asked for an explanation. And no explanation is required. The guilty verdict is in. The goddess has spoken, and her judgment is final.
Objection!
And what exactly have I done to warrant being taken off the case? Come now, Mr. Edgeworth. Ah. Claiming ignorance of your crimes will not serve to lessen your guilt. You boarded the presidential plane, violated the principle of extraterritoriality, and while there, you performed an unsanctioned investigation and subjected a visiting foreign leader to questioning. It's not entirely wrong, but you're like rules lawyering me, but we'll see. And you were one wrong move away from causing a major international incident. One wrong move. But was I wrong? That's her gavel, bro? So she can smash it on the floor? Oh, that's so good, actually. You vastly overstepped the authority of your office. To call it an abuse of power would be no understatement. It is no overstep to seek the truth.
Objection!
I don't deny that I may have pushed the boundaries where certain rules were concerned. But there's also no denying that certain risks must be taken if one is to arrive at the truth. Also, I was kinda sorta attempting a it was a hostage situation, one, and two, it was I kinda had at least some form of permission from the the foreign dignitary, so you know. I refuse to concede that my actions were inappropriate. Overruled. Then, what are you saying is that the end justifies the means, that rules can be freely ignored. You know, I have a feeling something might come up related to the last case, too. I love that it extends. That is a very dangerous way of thinking. The law is absolute. It is not to be bent to your whims. Huh. Forgive me, but not all of us believe as you do. Is that so? How unfortunate. It still changes nothing. When a trial ends, the hammer falls. Be your defendant or attorney. Even if the verdict seems irrational, nothing more can be done. Nothing, that is, but to give thanks for the goddess of justice's divine grace. Unless you wish to appeal, to do so would be to risk your badge, of course. So they mean to take my badge if I don't play along. Oh, whoa! Tough break, Edgeworth. I see you've accepted your fate. Good. Guards, if you'd be so kind as to escort him out. No, stop! What are you doing, detective? Eustace. Oh. I'm in charge here now, so you'll do as I say and move out of the way. What? You're not the boss of me. Unluckily for you, Flatfoot, that's exactly what I am. They're holding all the cards here. I don't stand a chance. Detective Gumshoe, do as Mr. Winter says. What? But sir. Judge Gavelle. Hey, yes, Mr. Edgeworth. The committee's decision is beyond rational. So yes, I do plan to appeal. You haven't heard the last of this. And duly noted. Until we meet again, then. Let's go, Kay. We're leaving. Right. Oh, and remember, you know who will be getting a full report on all of this. Who's you know who, bro? Who's you know who? Who is you who? A you know who is pretty clearly anti Von Karma. I don't know. I think it's probably a new character. Gavelle and Eustace Winter. Verdi Gavelle and Eustace Winter. Very cool character. I like I like Gavelle because she's pretty, but also because the society interesting. The prosecutor, yeah, well, you know, we're gonna make a we're gonna we're gonna show how bad he really is. But the committee, huh? Okay, and well, is it time for an Edgeworth to face his crimes? And also, one of the major plot points of resolving the final case in the first game, Investigations 1, was the plot point of using quote unquote illegal evidence that was basically blown off. And also you were forced into it. I said no, I don't want to use the illegal evidence. But my dealing in that case is probably going to catch up to me, I think. But it was a little short. But we learned a lot. And I'm going to be ending stream here today. And thank you very much for tuning in if you tuned in. And I'll be back on Friday for more investigations. All right. Peace.